Hi guys, welcome to another video from myself, RC Steve B. Something slightly different today. I want to share with you a project that I've recently started and recently finished. In fact, it's been in the last lockdown, the second one that the UK is being forced to undertake. And this is one that I've actually wanted to do for a little while now, but never been quite brave enough until recently. Now, as you may know, about 12 months ago or so, I paid a visit to a very good friend of mine, Z, over at Appliance Electronics in Bloxwich, over in Birmingham area in the UK. And he hooked me up with a very large box. And in this very large box was the brand new Axial UMG 6x6. It was the first day of its release. And the moment that Z had them delivered to his shop, he gave me a bell and I made the half-an-hour journey from my home just outside Coventry to Appliance Electronics. Now, I absolutely love this truck, but I also love my Land Rover D90 Sawback. So when I decided to swap the D90 over and put a Willys Jeep shell on there, that meant that I was Land Roverless, and that wouldn't do. Well, after a great deal of thought and surfing around on the internet and seeing what other people were doing with their trucks, I decided to transform this into this. And in this video, I'll be showing you how I got from the standard Lexan front end that came with the UMG 6x6 to the hard plastic shell of the Land Rover D90, which probably now, after I've cut it, is probably, I don't know, a D75 or something like that. Anyway, I digress. Stay till the end of the video, or towards the end of the video, because you will actually see the Land Rover 6x6 out on the trails on its maiden run. And also I'm going to give you all details as to how to contact Z at Appliance Electronics. Give him a call, go onto his website, have a look. What started off as a bit of a hobby in the back room, he's now taken over part of the shop and has now got a showroom there that you can go and have a look at the trucks. It looks absolutely amazing, and I will come back with the details of that right at the end. If you are interested, but you don't want to stay until the end of the video, which, you know, I hope you do, but if you don't, I can understand that. There will be details in the description below with the address, telephone number, and a website as to how you can contact him. So, on with the video. Okay then, so the first thing that I had to do was to alter the length of the Land Rover body from 490mm, which is what the overall length of the body was, to a length of 285mm, which was the cab of the UMG 6x6. To do this, I cut out the entire middle section of the rear half of the truck. That was the rear wheel arch, rear window, rear skylights, all across the roof, and split the truck into two complete sections then. The next thing I had problems with was actually joining the two halves together. As you can see from this photo, I did this rather badly, as I made a little bit of a cock-up while I was cutting, but with some plasticard inserts to strengthen it, which you can see inside that very large crack on the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and lots of glue, we then reached the filling stage. I decided that I was going to use P38 Isopon, which is the proper car filler that you use. Now, I did this for two reasons. One, because I'm a tight git and didn't want to go out spending money on proper model filler, and two, because I actually had some in the garage from when I used to own a Metro. So once that had been done, then started the task of sanding. Once I'd sanded it down though, I did get to the exciting part of actually being able to mount it for the first time, and this was really exciting and I loved the way it looked. The next thing then was to spray it, and everything was sprayed again with real car paint from the range. I think it's called high coat, and this was a plastic primer, but it was at this point that I noticed there was a little bit of a problem. If you look at the front wheel, you'll see that the front wheel sits very close to the inner bulkhead towards the wheel arch. It's not actually sitting in the middle of the wheel arch. This was pointed out to me when I posted pictures on the Urban Monkeys Facebook page, and I had several people suggest ways of fixing this, and the way that I went to in the end was to lengthen the 3 tie rods that hold the front axle to the chassis. Each one of these I altered 12mm, made them longer by 12mm. Here you can see the front ones that I altered, and here you can see the back ones that I altered. Once I'd done this, I then sprayed the whole truck matte black and then masked off the bits that I wanted to keep matte black. Then everything got sprayed silver. Again, it was a high coat paint. I think this one is actually Kia titanium silver double acrylic high coat paint, again from the range. But saying that, once I'd also put the front wheel arch on, the wheel arch extender, I actually connected it to the main chassis using the original connection points from the bed. Then I got to the fun part of adding some of the detailing, like the light surrounds, snorkel, and various bits and bobs like that. And then I mounted it again, this time properly. As you can see, moving that wheel just 12mm further forward made all the difference, and it now sat almost perfectly central to the wheel arch. Then I moved on to the point that I really liked the most, the interior. The interior was really easy to do. It is just a piece of ordinary plasticard which I painted matte black, and then everything is glued on to that piece of plasticard which fits the interior space of the cab. As you can see, the figures are all cut at the waist, and that's because once they're in the cab you don't see from the waist down, so there's no need to have the legs there, and then there is more space underneath where the gearbox is. The one thing that I did do, which I am quite proud of, is I drilled a couple of holes behind the instrument binnacle, stuck the sticker back over there, and then added a light at the back so that once the vehicle is out at night times, which, you know, I might take it out at night times every now and then, you can actually see it has a light up instrument panel. And I've also added a light in the cab so that at night time you can actually see the detailing inside the cab. Right, now is for a little display. I've just got back about half an hour ago from its first run out. Absolutely loved it. So anyway, enjoy this bit of the video of it doing a bit of mud plugging, which is what we've been doing today. And don't forget, right at the very end, I'll give you all the details of how to get in contact with Z at Appliance Electronics. Please give him a call. If he hasn't got it in stock, he will get it in stock for you. And his prices are just as good as any of the big boys. He's very competitive, and there is nothing that he can't get, and there is nothing that he won't do to try and help you. So big shout out to Z. Right, enjoy the video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And I will see you again. This is only going to be a short little bit of a video because we are going out on the 6th of December to Bradgate Park. A couple of us are going to meet up there for a socially distanced run, and then I'll get some proper video of the LRD 6x6 at play. But until then, stay safe, stay well, and above all, happy RCing, guys. See you later. Right, to contact Z at Appliance Electronics, all you need to do is either phone him on 01922 494 608, that's 01922 494 608. If you're outside the UK, drop the 0 and add +44. Or once this horrible virus has done one, you can go and visit his awesome new showroom at Appliance Electronicals in Bloxwich, Walsall. Or alternatively, you can either do a Google search for Appliance Electronics, or you can just type www.applianceelectronics or one word.co.uk into your browser, and you will open up this web page. Once you see this web page open up, click on the RC Models link at the top of the page, and that will bring open a sub-menu which will show you everything that you need for your RC world. Right, thanks very much guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned, because as I said, on the 16th we're going to Bradgate Park, and until then, happy RCing guys.